Hello beer tubers and welcome to yet another beer review with me, Peter, the master of hobbits, today joined by
the Jarl of Yeast,
aka my dad, reviewing the last beer whilst I'm up here for Father's Day. And I brought styles of beer that I know you really enjoy, and I think this one will be a treat. So first off, we got to give a big shout out to Uncle Cranky, aka Craig, and Dan. So Dan is a friend of mine from the States, and he also follows the YouTube blog, and he brought over some beers for me to review. And actually a friend of his called Craig sent him this bottle to bring with him to Copenhagen for Mikkeller Beer Celebration to give on to me. So thanks a ton to both you guys. You rule. This is even a vintage beer, and a beer that's been on my bucket list to try for ages. This is one of the original kind of whales in the States. And yeah, you know, it's by Dark Horse. Dark Horse has been available in Denmark, but never this one. So this is the Dark Horse Plead the 5th Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout on 11% from 2014. So a 3-year-old vintage of Bourbon Barrel Aged Plead the 5th. That's really awesome. So thanks a ton to Craig, but of course also thank our Uncle Cranky, and of course thanks a ton to Dan as well for bringing this one over to Denmark. So I don't think you've ever had any Dark Horse.
No, yes, I've had the Dark Horse.
Okay,
yeah.
But back in the day, I reviewed Plead the 5th when they still did black and white labels, and I re-reviewed it a few years back. And funny enough, I think it's like 2 years ago, the bottle I re-reviewed was from 2014, just not barrel aged. So it'll be fun to try the barrel aged version of this bad boy. As I said, it's been on the list, my list to try for a while, and is one of the more original whales from the States. So
it has been waxed on the top here.
Yeah, which looks really nice.
Yeah, fantastic.
Copper colored wax. So yeah, it was 11% Bourbon Barrel Aged Imperial Stout. So we got it poured, and that is a pretty damn black color.
That's a black one.
Really nice, pretty much pitch black color, I'd say.
Yeah. And light brown top.
Yeah, nice brown head. Actually, quite a good head for a barrel aged beer and 11% beer as well. Look at that. Fantastic. Really sticks nice to the glass. Looks great.
Yeah.
Looks like this is going to be a nice... We're actually going to pair this with ice cream for dessert afterwards, which I think will be pretty good.
Yeah, let's try it.
Let's check out the aroma. Oh, really dark fruity. And that bourbon whiskey sweetness.
You really smell the bourbon and the booze.
Yeah, the alcohol. Well, I think it's a mix of barrel alcohol and maybe the 11%. But like with these aged beers, you often get like a little bit of oxidation, and you get this here, like a really nice port wine almost aroma.
Yeah.
And dried dark fruits like raisins and figs, maybe even cherries. And then like nice big bourbon sweetness with like oak. And it's definitely bourbon, you know, that's sweet.
Yeah. Bourbon and the oak flavor.
Yeah, big oak on the oak flavor. And also vanilla. I'm getting that too. Maybe some dark chocolate and dark coffee. But definitely with age as well, I guess. The aroma has turned much more towards the darker fruits because of a little bit of oxidation as well. But it smells really fucking delicious. Almost like a kind of bourbon-soaked raisin. Or maybe even cherries a little bit. But it smells really good.
Plums.
Like black cherries. Plums, figs.
Yeah. Dried plums.
Yeah. Let's give it a taste.
I'm in.
Ready? Let's do it. Cheers. Happy Father's Day. And cheers to Craig, aka Uncle Cranky, and Dan. Wow, the alcohol is so well hidden. I'm not tasting the 11% at all. I think it's really smooth.
That's smooth.
It's really
definitely smooth.
It's interesting. The flavors have really like integrated and mellowed over time. Really nice, slick coating, medium mouthfeel. It's like very silky on the mouth.
It's like ice cream melting in your mouth.
Yeah, almost. Like, yeah, melted ice cream. The same texture. Big bourbon richness. Like nice sweet bourbon flavor with vanilla and that oak. But it's definitely a more dark fruit oriented Imperial Stout, I think, more so than sweet. I'm getting lots of those raisins and figs we talked about. And as you said, like the plums that are soaked in bourbon, or you said rum, but this is bourbon, I'm getting tons of that. And it does have edges of coffee as well. There's some on the aftertaste, like roasted malt.
That's in the aftertaste.
Yeah, like roasted malt and coffee and like really dark chocolate. But up front, it's a lot of those aged flavors, almost like that kind of vinous port wine-esque flavor.
I would say it has some kind of bitterness too.
Mm-hmm. It's from the roasted malts and probably also the hops. It's got a bit, almost like a licorice type flavor in the aftertaste too. Really nice though. Yeah. Really drinkable for such a heavy ABV beer.
Creamy.
Yeah, great mouthfeel. Super silky and slick. It's not my favorite barrel-aged Imperial Stout. I mean, you and I have had some really crazy ones. Remember Bourbon barrel-aged Vietnamese Speedway, for example. Yeah. That was completely insane. But I still think this is...
The what was it called? It was Alesmith.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. Yeah. Actually, he got beers as well as a gift for Father's Day, and one of them is a can of Speedway Stout because they can that now, which is really awesome, and half the price. But what are you going to grade it?
Definitely up with you. 96, 98. That's my judgment.
Yeah,
really good.
Nice. Really barrel-aged. I know you really like barrel-aged Imperial Stouts, and so do I. So it's awesome to crack one for Father's Day and enjoy. So yeah, we're gonna pair this with some ice cream now, which I think will be really like vanilla ice cream with this, and the chocolate ice cream even.
Yeah, I think the vanilla would be.
Yeah, because there's the vanilla in that as well. Yeah, will be good. So thanks a ton to Dan and Uncle Cranky for making this happen. Finally crossing off Dark Horse Bourbon Barrel Aged Plead, the 5th off the list. This is a great Imperial Stout. I definitely urge you guys to try and check it out. And let us know what you think of it aged compared to fresh. Because we haven't had it fresh, of course. But let us know, do you prefer it fresh or aged? And as always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And the Jarl of Yeast and the Master of Hoppets are going to say cheers. And happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Even though this video is going to air way after Father's Day. Yeah. Whatever. Cheers. Thanks a ton again to Dan and Uncle Cranky. And cheers, guys. And see you in another
beer review.
Yes.